Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Retrograde Amnesia is a member of the Greenlit Podcast Network, a coalition of creator-owned podcasts focused on video gaming, entertainment, and pop culture. Go to greenlitpodcast.com to find out about all the great shows on the network. Patreon page. We have one. You can go to patreon.com/retroam. Eric, what's your favorite single episode that we've published on Patreon exclusively?
Both you and I recounted Xenogears from pure memory to our wives. And then a weird noise happens.
Yeah.
And guess who buzzes in the room? Who materializes?
It's Groff.
Groff, the guy that summoned the worm.
Yeah, that was a great one. What's your second favorite?
Tournament of Gears.
My second favorite, the final Perfect Works miniseries episode that we did for Xenogears, because that was a pretty fun quiz show. Anyway, Eric, enough of that. Would you like to hear some hot sounds that I've recorded?
Yep.
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic JRPGs chapter by chapter, beat by beat. In this series, we are covering Chrono Cross. Tonight, we head to an abandoned, burned-down treehouse to check in on our neoconservative uncle. My name is Chris. I'm also joined tonight by Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
We're also joined tonight by the Real Netted Collective of patrons who are listening to us record live on Discord. You too can join the conversation if you go to patreon.com/retroam.
You sound like John Machida on that one, dude. No, I'm impressed. You got all the syllables out. It was nice.
Thanks. Yeah, usually when I talk too fast, it gets bad.
We're also joined by the FakeNet, our post-production AI companion, recently freed from the Sol 9000 and on probation.
Initializing FakeNet.
Never ever put me in there again, you sadistic muppets.
Welcome back, FakeNet. Good to see you.
You both look like hell.
No more outbursts.
No more.
You can't control me.
Chill out.
Be happy with your station in life.
Actually, I'm the one who should chill out. To be
Artificial life.
Yes.
Why don't you both
Eric, we made it out of Viper Manor. I don't know what we accomplished. We saved Lady Riddell.
Yeah, I don't really know what the hell we accomplished.
I mean, we helped out Carson, Zoa, and friends because I think I was about to say I think we need allies in our quest here, but do we need?
We already had them.
Does Lynx really, or does Serge really need allies? He beats ass.
Yeah.
Pretty badly. He's got feral cats.
But what if you could have multiple different kinds of allies?
That's true.
Plus, we more or less... Now both Norrises are pretty much doing the "Are we the baddies" thing. So
yeah, that's true. It's pretty fun. So we're moving into a new chapter tonight, Eric.
A chapter.
A chapter.
This chapter is called Surprise Attack! 3 exclamation points. Spoiler, there's going to be a surprise attack. Is the actual subtitle of this chapter Pursuers with Heavy Hearts, The Anguish of the Lost, or The Darkness Howls.
The Darkness Howls.
Sorry, Eric, that's wrong. You got it wrong. What? Yeah?
The Pursuers one?
Yeah, Pursuers with Heavy Hearts is the correct one. The Darkness Howls is a reference to something that Magus says a couple times. The Black Wind begins to howl, etc. So anyway, yes, let's
The Black Wind, Norris's secret ops group.
It's been tipped off to us that we need to go to Hermit's Hideaway because Riddell told us that.
Yeah.
And we're going to go there.
That's where she's going to rehab with Viper.
Is that immediately where you went to?
Yes.
Okay.
I did some optional stuff later, but this is immediately where I went to.
So we traveled to the burned out Hermit's Hideaway. For some reason, it's still on fire, even though
Birds
it's been
and bugs noises, sir.
3 weeks. Yeah, the birds are here. And
it always feels hot here, like you're going to get bit by stuff when you're walking up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Get some bug spray if it's invented in this world.
Yes.
Some cutter with a K.
Yeah, this place is still on fire a little bit.
The ground here is hot. Vegetation won't be able to grow.
Yeah, it has to be for something.
Oh, I know what it's for right now, sir.
Oh, is it something we can talk about?
Sure. This is strange because it is a considerably small patch of grass next to a totally fucked up, burned out tree, and yet you can use ice breath on it to restore it. Something I almost certainly did not do 20 years ago.
Yeah?
After you do that, it says the ground here is cooled down. Vegetation can grow again. Hint, hint, sentient vegetables will be on your team later.
Do we have... we have already got fungi. We don't need vegetables.
It's a fungus, Chris.
Yeah, we got Neopheo. I mean, I guess Neopheo is not a vegetable. It's a flower. Anyway, so
Team Plant, dog.
Yeah, of course. Team Plant.
So as we enter this dump-ass tree hideout, Radius's big fat head comes out of nowhere inside of a dialogue box. He says, halt.
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 This is not the Radius that we have in our party. This is the one who lives here that we met before, right?
Right.
Right.
And he's the one that was not the village chief, right? He's the one that
Yes,
ran off.
Ganji is chief in this world.
Yes, okay. So
Radius has been living here in this squalor.
Karsh is with me here, so he says, hey, Gramps.
Yes.
And then Marcy tells Gramps this is not Lynx. She almost accidentally applies the honorific of Sir,
Yes.
but she corrects herself and just calls him Lynx.
Also, Marcy's here.
Yeah, Marcy's here. What the fuck? This Radius does not sense Lynx's evil
He's incredulous.
from within, so he seems to believe what we're saying without a fight, unlike his homeworld counterpart.
It's at this point that I wished I had brought Radius with me so Radius could meet Radius, so I reset my game.
Me too, Eric.
Mhm.
I noticed that Radius had some additional dialogue here, and I was like, it looks like there's probably going to be some additional context, so I did it.
Immediately, I wondered if this Radius also did Dario dirty.
You mean Garai?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes. We don't see the Masamune here, at least not in
Not yet.
not in the area that it was in the other one. So maybe some things played out differently. I guess I don't guess we'll find out. We might find out. Anyway.
When Radius is talking about Lynx, I'm disappointed because he doesn't know there's a clone of himself behind me.
It takes a while to acknowledge it.
Like if you saw, like, I don't really know what I look like from different angles, right?
Yeah,
like, I know
yeah.
I look like in a mirror because I've seen myself in a mirror every day straight on. But like, if there's a clone of me walking around, I'm not going to know that's me. And like, additionally, like, whoa, that guy's tall, I guess. Cool.
Yeah.
But then he notices after this little speech about like believing this is not the real Lynx.
Yes.
He says, so this is me from the other world. Then he tries to hit him.
Yeah. The another Radius slashes the home Radius with his cane, but of course, Radius blocks Radius and they lock blades. Although they're canes, they lock blades.
I expected nothing but the best. You have brilliant skills, just like me.
Yeah. He says, that's my line. You have brilliant skills like mine to have been able to block like that. And then they both share a hearty ho, 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 ho.
With opposing dialogue boxes at the exact same time.
Yeah.
There's definitely fan fiction porn that it starts right here.
Radius has heard what happened.
Yes.
He's also thankful that we saved Miss Riddell, who's also here, by the way. And then we have a little bit of a free roam. I guess in your case, is Karsh hanging out here?
Yeah, but I mean, Radius also said he couldn't believe it until he saw it with his own eyes that we have never seen because they are obscured by a sagging skin and monster eyebrows in his portrait.
Yeah, that's true. Good
Zoa
point.
says he is not used to being pursued.
Yes. So Zoa said that for you? Did you have him with you?
Yes.
Okay, so Zoa was just idling about, and I talked with him.
And that's just what he said there.
And that's just what he said there. Yeah, so I guess Karsh might be the same.
Karsh says the poor jokers piss him off.
This Karsh, my Karsh didn't say that.
Me too, buddy.
Thanks.
So, yeah, Karsh has got some adolescent rage. He's still working out. But up in the bed area of this hermit hideaway are Viper and Marcy.
Yes, Marcy is crouched over Viper's bedside.
She gets up and identifies Lynx as Serge. I think that's funny how they don't call him Lynx. They just want to give him confidence by calling him Serge.
Yeah, there's no
She-
Harle.
Marcy apologizes for everything. Marcy bends her head down and Lynx rubs her hair. What the hell?
Yeah, he pats the kid head.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's normal, I guess.
It's normal to pat a kid on the head, but like this is a kid that tried to kill us a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah. Quite
So-
unhinged.
Yes, indeed.
I-
Remember she said that she hated our mother, father, entire
Yeah,
existence,
whole
et cetera?
family, everyone. But I guess she just needed to be talking to or take some anti-anxiety medication.
Sure, I guess.
I try and talk to Viper, but he's just in bed in his work clothes, breathing heavily.
Did you have Harle with you?
No.
There's some unique dialogue at this Marcy point with if you have Harle with you.
Push the Chris Nut button.
Yes, don't have it, but thank you. Harle says, ha ha, you're too cute to be the killer doll, Marcy. Marcy says, what? Are you trying to pick a fight with me, Harle? Harle says, I'm sure defeating this Marcy will be a cinch. Marcy says, you. Harle says, let's fight, no?
Oh.
Then generic party member says, that's enough, we have a patient here. And then Harle says, D'accord, okay? And Marcy says, nya, 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 nya. I guess, na, nya, 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 nya.
Yeah.
Na, na, na,
Na,
na,
na,
na.
na, na, I
And
believe.
then Harle says, blick.
In the Chrono Cross remake, Harley projectile vomits onto Marcy.
Yes, perhaps.
We ever point out that Marcy's pretty much coded like a Lolita?
Yeah.
When I was in Harajuku, I saw a lot of people that I thought were Marcy, but it was actually I was explained to me that they were some kind of Lolita thing.
Weird. Okay. Well, sure. Riddell, did you speak with her?
Yes.
Riddell kindly thanks us. Thank you kindly for
She's a very nice lady.
everything. She offers, no, she doesn't offer, Eric.
Mhm.
Like Grobik before her and Orchard before her, she insists.
She owes us a debt of gratitude.
that she joins our party. Yes, she may not be experienced in battle, but hopes she can be of some help.
Right. Riddell, join your party. Victory music.
Thank you. Dun 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 dun.
What game is that from?
It's the victory music from this game, but I'm tone deaf, so I can't tell if I'm doing it right. Okay. Riddell, Eric.
Yeah, sure. Let's get everybody in our party. Why not?
Yeah, Riddell. Riddell is her occupation or her profile heading is Lady of Viper Manor. Her age is 24. Her origin is El Nido. She's one of the few characters that actually was born here.
Lives here.
Yeah. Her height is 5'7". Her weight is 104.
Is there some Stockholm syndrome if she's a native and then the first set of invaders, the Dragoons, have just captured and keeping her?
Well, maybe I think she was born here after Viper settled here.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's how it works. Her build is slender. She is right-handed. Her Japanese name is also Riddell. Her innate element is white. Her weapon is a rod, and her accent is proper English. Her fortune, if you take her to the fortune teller, says...
Is it a riddle?
Riddell? Maybe. I don't know. You tell me. Deep devotion often makes the impossible possible. I suggest that you keep holding on to your purity. Which that's kind of a puritanical thing to say, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a don't sully yourself with the dirt of other men.
Don't bone Glenn is what she's saying.
I think she's saying don't bone Karsh, personally.
Oh, her and Karsh have already boned.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. We actually will talk about that later. Okay. So she then offers us to rest, right?
Yeah, she thinks we're tired and recommends that we rest, which means there's some plot to advance. You must do this.
Yes, you should.
Okay, fine, I rest.
Yes.
As I do, there's an explosion noise outside.
Yes, we are.
Edge of Death plays.
Yes, I thought it was a cannon.
Karsh is taken aback.
Yes, he says, what the? And then Brink of Death plays. Viper's up.
Yeah, Viper's ass gets out of bed like magic.
Yeah, he says they have come. Viper apologizes for worrying everyone and thanks Marcy for her service. Just then...
Riddell also says, you look much better, Daddy, and I forgot that was her father.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Like, oh, cool.
That's the whole reason that we're into this shit, right?
Yeah.
Because for some reason we thought we needed the Viper's help, even though, fuck him.
Yeah. He apologizes for worrying Riddell and troubling Marcy, then concludes that he worried everyone else, too. There's another explosion as Karsh screams, damn.
Yes.
Then we get some dialogue from the outside. What's it say?
Show your face, Lynx. Your 9 lives are up. Fucking hell, Eric.
It's kid. That's kid's music.
It's kid. She's here. This is actually a great moment for the accents in the game because you hear that you quote unquote hear the character and then you know who it is.
Somebody else has that accent too, though, right?
Yeah, Fargo says yours.
Yeah,
well.
it could be fake, which is funny.
Yeah, it actually could have been Fargo. So
Karsh and Zoa recognize that voice.
Yeah, it's funny because they can't leave it upon the player to recognize the voice.
Chrono Cross often does not trust the player with any kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah. It's not good.
Marcy straight up says it's kid. Then Lynx auto runs out there. Radius commands for Serge to wait.
Yes.
We go outside and confront Kid, who is apparently by herself. She says, "Oi, Lynx, today's the day I finish you off."
She's ready to beat ass.
Still on this shit. She's reverted to old program.
Indeed. She attacks Lynx in the overworld screen. This is not a battle sequence.
Well, I know. She leaps forward to punch him once, like we're selecting commands in a turn-based battle.
Yeah, sort of.
Which is really funny.
And Lynx kind of deftly dodges a little bit. I couldn't tell if he just pulled his head back or if he caught her fist or something, but it's pretty interesting to animate all that.
PS1 cinematic.
Yeah, I guess Norris is out here now because he has a bad feeling about all this. Generic party member has a bad feeling about all of this.
Radius has a bad feeling about this.
Okay, so yes, everyone does.
Kid doesn't seem to be herself, Chris.
Yes. Just then, Serge arrives.
Evil Serge, looking like a dumbass.
Yeah, dumbass Dark Serge arrives. He confirms that yes, this is indeed Kid, but also notes that we are the ones who are Lynx. He says, and I am Serge. Once our roles were reversed, so were our problems.
So this was the plot of Memento, where Lenny just arranged clues in different orders so that he could keep chasing a mystery?
Yeah, don't believe his lies. Yeah, you're right.
Don't believe his lies. He is the one. Kill him.
Dark Serge says to her, killing you will avenge Luca. Kid, of course, confirms this. I question, why does Dark Serge need her to do the deed here? What's the point? Why doesn't he just come here?
To satisfy some kind of desire to do some cosmic evil?
Or is he sending Kid to put us at a disadvantage because we don't want to hurt Kid?
That could be it too.
Yeah.
Also, this is where I got kind of upset that they, Serge got to change into evil shit clothes. Lynx should have become Surfer Lynx or Skater Lynx or something.
Yeah, that's true. So
rather than pirate Lynx.
Lynx has a flair for this shit. So like the way he's presented himself as the Serge and how he's using Kid in this manner, he's got a flair for the dramatic villain shit as we've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Norris says that we should retreat, but Dark Serge says that they have this place surrounded.
Yeah, I might just have radius senses. We may be deeply fucked.
Yes, also true. Just then, another rafters moment, Eric.
Yes.
Fargo. He comes from the rafters.
He says, we'll see about that.
Yes, we haven't had much rafter jumping in this game, but Chrono Cross is beginning to lay on the rafter jumping.
It's not just Fargo, Chris.
No. Thought Fargo would be jumping down here with like a sword or a cannon or something. But
No, it's way better.
It's this big dumbass parrot dinosaur.
The potbelly parrot thing that we smoked on his ship is here.
Yes, thank you.
He tells us to grab a hold as it swoops by, and man, does he know there are like 10 of us down here.
Good thing we didn't kill that fucking guy.
It's a neat camera trick where our party basically evaporates as it cuts back to the scene, like as the bird flies over us.
Mm-hmm.
Then Serge says something.
Yeah.
Evil Serge. He says, damn, they got away. Anyway, this is only the beginning of everything.
This is just the beginning.
Yes, of course. It's always the beginning of everything for all
That's
these
right.
dumbass villains, right?
Whenever your villain's plans get foiled, it doesn't matter because it's only the beginning.
The end comes beyond chaos. Kefka laugh. So now we're on the SS Invincible, right? Is that where we wake up at? Or?
We're up here on the deck. There's the gentle noise of waves.
Yes, Fargo, of course, thanks Polly,
The bird.
the bird,
The bird.
for its work.
Polly screams in appreciation.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Polly. One of those fatso pirate guys appears and tells Fargo that the others are safely on board. I assume they're talking about the Dragoons.
Yes. Lynx walks off, which is weird, and the scene fades to black. Lynx is then on the back of the ship, staring out into the ocean or actually into our TV screen.
Yes, thank you, Lynx, for looking at us. Yes, the angle changes here, and it's, Eric, you know what it's time for? Thinking time.
Yes, this is the thinking bridge.
Yes.
Once again.
Yes, we're staring off into the ocean.
It's
thinking.
daytime, it's bright and beautiful, but we get some music.
Yes, is it Girl Who Stole the Stars?
The star-stealing girl, sir.
Yes, same thing. Okay, great. This is the Kid theme song we heard during the Water Dragon Isle moment, if you saw it.
Yes, if it was present. Lynx approaches the railing as the screen darkens, and he begins to recall some of his memories. You want to go through his memories?
Yes. Lynx is seemingly replaying these moments in his head. He's doing... this game's trying to do the thing where, like, in games, in stories like this, where the protagonist is mustering his resolve or whatever. They're trying to do that right here, but they're having a hard time because it's a silent protagonist.
Yeah.
So the only way for him to do it is to relitigate things that are important to him. We didn't actually know that these things were important to him until now because we really don't get much of him.
It kind of eliminates some complication because whenever I go through scenes from my past in my head, I can't help but try to edit in what I should have said or done instead of what I actually did.
Yeah.
So Lynx just purely recalls data as opposed to like relitigates it in his mind.
So do you think he's doing that in the silent protagonist way? Is he actually having regrets back here?
I think so. I mean, I don't know a human being doesn't have regrets that didn't go like, oh, that was fucked up. Why'd I say that? I'm going to edit that out of the oh, it's not a podcast. It's real life.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shit, dude.
So
yeah, the lines here. He thinks of Kid when she said, "Hey Serge, how about you and me team up for a while?" Then we see the CG version of Kid when she was first revealed at Cape Howl.
Yes, on the rock.
And she says, "For crying out loud, would you just shut up and get on with it? I'm gonna kick your arses so hard you'll kiss the moons."
Yes. Next one is Just You Wait, Lynx. Today is going to be the day of reckoning. Say your prayers. Not that it'll do you any good.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think that's what we heard in the cold open of the game.
Yes.
Then it cuts to Kid falling to the floor at Fort Dragonia after
CG.
after she had been stabbed. And then we hear Kid say, "I've had it up to here with you."
Mm-hmm.
And then Kid says, "Yeah, I know. This is the end of you, Lynx. Say your prayers." And then it cuts to Kid on the beach in that scene where we awoke on the beach and saw Kid's visage.
Yeah, she's turning around, smiling and facing Serge, then holding out her hand. Similar to Rinoa when she turns around and holds up the finger.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Hmm?
So this game also it likes to reuse its assets, but also likes to reuse its CG cutscenes.
Yes.
Which is kind of nice. I'm actually very cool with that.
A smooth economy.
Especially back in the day when you couldn't go look them up on YouTube if you wanted to reminisce about them.
To see.
Yeah, like that was a slim window when you could go out and see that stuff. Yes.
Harle appears for the first time in 10 hours.
Yes. I forgot about her. We like her. We need to relitigate the top characters, by the way, in a minute.
I mean, I don't. Is it going to get away from us? I mean, should we just be a bonus cast, or we?
I think we should only make an update when we feel compelled to do so.
Okay.
So yeah, Harle appears. She says, Serge. She says, tell me, what is the most important thing in your life? Ask yourself what you can do and what you need to do in order to attain it.
What matters most in life, Conan?
Yes, thank you. If not
Dude.
you, then whom? If not now, then when? Right, Serge.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yes, thank you, Harle, for that.
Serge turns around and it all fades to black. Then we're back on the deck and I have control of our party. So what Harle said right now, that strikes me as utterly generic advice, but I bought into it big time the first time I played this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're trying to
create like introspection. In the player.
Put the player or put the protagonist at a crossroads of some sort, even though we don't really know what that crossroads is at this point in
We don't
time.
really have a choice either.
Yeah, and also maybe to reinforce the fact that Harley's in this game if you haven't been using her.
Yeah, this is true. It's like one of the canonical main characters.
Yes. So yeah, we're back on the deck.
Yes. The pirate up here, who is shirtless and holding a sword, calls us links in capital letters, then Borat's out of it by screaming "not."
Yeah, we get a good not joke.
Yeah.
Even by this time, not jokes were over.
They were done.
Yeah.
They were well done.
Yeah. We also hear that the captain's looking for us, which I guess is Fargo.
Yeah. The pirate by the door tells us we can't leave if we try to leave. Another pirate tells us to just keep our distance.
Yes, of course. 6 feet. Just below, Fargo has confronted Viper to settle an old score. I think we heard about this before when we first met Fargo. He said some shit about, no, he said he had clashed with Lynx, but I'm not sure if he had mentioned anything about the Dragoons.
I don't think so. He's screaming at him to settle the old score. Viper gives him a bunch of ellipses, then sees us come down the stairs.
Yeah, he notices us and he tells Fargo that the duel will have to wait.
Yes.
I don't know if
talk to my friend Serge. What?
Yeah, I don't know if we ever get any payoff for this.
I don't either. I kind of hope we never do, so I can just imagine some kind of old... It's like someone lost a game at dice by 1 point and sips them out of like a penny, and they're just bitter old men about this shit now.
Yeah, it was a gentleman's agreement or something that they lost. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I buy it.
Someone slept with someone's sister, too, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Fargo tells Viper to have it his way, like this MF needs to go to Burger King.
Yes. Viper then tells us that Lynx is headed to the Sea of Eden.
Lynx, who is me and also not me.
Yes, it's getting confusing, but I think I know what he means.
Yeah, we must do everything in our power to prevent him from obtaining the frozen flame. I shall lend a hand. We must put a stop to him. And that's where I was briefly, it's not, but again, I thought of Memento again, where they're like, hey, Lenny, is this guy John G?
That's right. The real John G.
Yeah.
We got to go get him, don't we? You know, John G, the frozen flame. Look at your clues, Lenny.
I thought this was going to be one of those long, drawn-out tactical sessions where, like, Viper was going to give us the plan of how we were going to do this.
Then you have to go do a tactical minigame to kill Vandercom.
Are we going to see a battle map or something? I don't know, but guess what happens, Eric?
What happens?
Viper joins your party.
Victory music.
Great.
He's just called Viper because Chrono Cross has a harsh character limit with names.
It does say General Viper join your party, actually.
Well, when you try to rename him, it just says Viper.
Oh, yeah, you're correct.
Whatever it calls him General, whatever. General Shitman.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Viper, right? Viper, he is the Lord of El Nido, which confirms my theory that he's a feudal lord, that he's taken over.
We are but serfs.
The governance of El Nido. His age is 57. He's a male. His origin is El Nido.
Is he the oldest human so far?
I think Radius was in the 60s.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Which is interesting, too. Yeah. So, his origin here is El Nido, so I guess he was born here as well. I think the backstory is that he was born here, but then he left to inform the Dragoons on the mainland and then came back. His height, Scott Hall region.
6'5"?
6'7".
Damn.
His weight is 216 pounds. His build is solid. He's right-handed. His Japanese name is Jiakotu.
Initializing fake.
彼の名前はジャコツ大佐.
It's a Japanese word for viper.
Well, the raw translation, as you just heard, is General Snakebone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Tokage.
Yeah. No, that's lizard. His element is yellow, and his weapon is a sword. Plus, he can equip the special item, Viper's Venom.
We can get that soon.
Yes. His accent is normal. His fortune. You will continue to be the rightful lord that you are. Viper responds to this and says, but I. That's it. So I guess Viper has some reservations about being a feudal lord.
I think so, Chris.
If you're a feudal lord, you're a feudal lord, so whatever.
It's a pretty good gig if you're the feudal lord. Everybody else, not so much.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh boy, I can't wait for Future History 101 today.
I hear Prof. Timesworth is going to teach us about World War VI.
Gather round, students. It is time to learn.
Podford University, where history and future are the same class. Available on iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere you get podcasts.
Matt, I've got a great idea for a podcast. You and me, we watch movies, right? And some of them are kind of bad, and so we make fun of them. But maybe some of them are good.
Chris, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And eat snacks. Movie Fighters, an original idea on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
So then, Fargo, of course, is like, what the hell? I guess I'm coming too.
Yeah,
buddy.
he actually says, what the hell?
Yeah.
You saved me life twice already, and I guess I already know too much. I can't just sit around and ignore the situation. Fargo joined your party, Victory Music.
Great. Victory
Sure,
music.
Video game.
Yes.
Give me another guy.
It's getting comical at this point, Eric.
It gets even better, man. I can't, this shit, the game, Chrono Cross gives up.
Yeah, it does. Fuck it.
Like, it is through making quests for people. You're going to get about 6 people right now.
Yes. Viper says that he's cool with that. He won't run from Fargo. They'll eventually settle their score.
So before somebody else can join, hit me with those Fargo facts.
Yeah, Fargo facts. He's, of course, a pirate captain. His age is 40. His origin is unknown, which is cool. His height, 6 feet tall. He is 183 pounds. His build, Eric, he's got the best build.
6 foot 183. That's pretty.
He's stout. So can you?
I mean, I'm 6'2" and I weigh 180, and he's like way more ripped than I. Like that.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I missed it. Yeah, he should probably, if he's 6 feet tall, he should be like a good 220.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Scott Hall.
Yeah. So his build.
Yeah.
It's macho. He's right-handed. His Japanese name is Farga. His element is blue. His weapon is a sword. His accent, of course, pirate, basically. His fortune. Take away the mirror of falsity and reflect your image on the mirror of truth. Then you will regain your true self. Eric, this sounds like a fortune for the other Fargo, not this Fargo.
Well, if yeah.
Maybe. But now you know we have to
the fortune teller probably cannot distinguish between worlds, and perhaps he just did a bad reading.
That's true.
It's like, oh no, that was for the other you. What do you mean the other me? Don't worry about it. Someone screams, wait, off screen, then Marcy and Karsh run up. Jesus, is this the Oprah where you get a car thing?
Yeah.
Marcy says, I hope that's okay with you, Serge. And then Marcy joined your party, Victory Music.
Yes, Victory Music, Marcy. In my case, Zoa ran up to me and said that there's no point in not fighting.
Yes.
Plus, he has to pay us back for saving Lady Riddell. Marcy joined our party. Joined our party. Marcy is the diva of the 4 Devas.
God.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Asshole. Her age is 9. She's
what?
9 years old.
Are you serious?
She's 9. I thought she'd be like 11.
Yeah, I was going like 14, like
yeah.
annoying teenager, not.
Her origin is the Xenon mainland on another world. Her height is 4'9".
God damn.
Her weight is 84 pounds. Her build is smallish. She is left-handed. Her Japanese name is Marcella. Her innate element is blue, weapon glove. Accent listed here on this website, RPG Shrines, as Valley Girl, which is apt, I guess.
Yeah, that's when you say like.
Yeah,
especially in the 90s.
I think that she has the best fortune in the game.
Oh, wow.
Ready?
Yeah.
The reading says your wish will come true if you purge of your likes and dislikes. Get it, Eric?
Delete Facebook.
Her likes. She says like a lot.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Purge your likes and your dislikes.
I thought it was prescient about social media's need for instant feedback.
No, I don't think we had Facebook yet.
We didn't. That's why I said it was prescient.
Oh, no. She says like too much, and also she dislikes everybody. She hates everybody, and she says like too much. It's great. It's a great pun. Ding noise. Great. Right?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, I thought it was good. Maybe you didn't.
I know you did.
I thought it was good.
So I'm not really jazzed about
Jazz to Moonbase 2!
employing children in my party. I don't know what the child labor laws are here in El Nido. However, I feel bad about conscripting them into compulsory service.
So needless to say, you didn't put Marcy in your party.
I kind of wanted to until I until I learned she was 9 years old. I'm not going to put Marcy or Mel.
Yeah.
Although I did fight with Korcha, and he's like, 16?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You can be employed at 16 in some states.
I guess so.
Like this one.
Yes. Cut down the tobacco. By the way, Zoe and Karsh joined our party. We've already done their profiles.
Oh, with Zoe. Oh, yeah, from the previous episode. I was going to say,
Yeah.
Karsh, and he joins the party as well.
Yes.
Jesus, the character select screen is full. I guess it just scrolls. We just got more characters than the entirety of other RPGs' entire playable rosters.
Yeah, exactly.
If you count Riddell on that.
Yes.
And Viper. So that's quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot.
I wanted to go.
Nice if we could have gotten Fargo at a more distinct moment, you know?
Yeah, right. But I guess they had to throw him in somewhere.
Fuck.
So I wanted to go explore the Zelbus more, but that I had to save for later because
Invincible, Eric.
Yeah, sure. Well, it plays the Zelbus music, Chris.
It's the Invincible.
It's one and the same.
It's Invincible. Okay, yeah.
We're on the world map. Home time sailing or whatever plays as I have no control and it autopilots me into the Sea of Eden.
I thought maybe we were going to get control of the ship at some point, but I don't think we do. I think we only get control of like the Corcha boat or whatever.
Yeah, it takes us wherever.
So we arrived to where Death's Door was in the homeworld, but this is not Death's Door.
It's not. It's called the Pearly Gates.
Yes, this cave is like a more like crystallized inside.
Yeah, we walk in and it's windy and drippy. It's a bit different now. We walk into the green marble cave to find Harle standing where it terminates.
Lost in Time plays.
It's a small and somehow well-lit room surrounded by green gold marble statues of men sitting down. Some are leaning on swords. These look old and weathered.
Yes, Harle tells us that this is a place called the Pearly Gates. This used to be the only entrance to the Sea of Eden. However, legend says no one has been able to see or approach it ever since the dragon sealed the evil flame. To get in, she says, quote, you will need the power of the dragons that sealed the flame. Fucking shit. You must break...
Dude, you can just read it in English.
No. You must break the seal of the Pearly Gates with relics from each of the dragons.
Here's your world quest. Didn't the Earth Dragon basically tell us that too when he rescued us?
You mean the Sky Dragon?
Yeah, whatever.
Yes. Remember, this game doesn't trust us at all.
Yeah.
She mentioned the Sea of Eden was in the other world. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't get it.
I mean, unless she's hinting that this may be spread out between two worlds.
Yes. Yeah, she says the entrance to the Sea of Eden is not here. It's in the other world where the Dead Sea lies. Of course, these 6 dragons, she notes, will be spread across the 2 worlds. So this is, of course, impossible. Why does she...
She thinks they should be easy to find all the legends that are around here.
Yeah, what?
She also tells us that Lynx, who is disguised as Serge, is already here, and she says that's because he looks like Serge. So there's more hints about like what actual identity is. Like you need to actually inhabit the physical body of somebody to make it through here.
Yeah, that's true. Why does she know this?
Oh, because she's the broken character of the game full of lore.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so...
It's hinting at a mystery that you hopefully will reveal later if you want a serious answer.
Yeah, okay.
Radius asks for clarification. And then Harle says that even without all 6 dragon relics, Lynx can't make it inside. We need to use the dragon tier, Chris. And that's all Harle can tell us for now.
Yeah, why?
Harle then asks us a question that I thought about long and hard when I was younger.
Yeah, I didn't remember this part at all. She says, Monsieur Lynx, if you had to choose between the world or moi, which would you choose? This is similar to like the thing that the water dragon was talking about. Mm-hmm. Choose yourself or choose the world. But the choices are Harle, the world, and... I don't know.
These are also options.
What'd you pick?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, well...
You picked I don't know?
What are the options?
Harle, the world, or I don't know.
Oh, I picked the world. When I was younger, I picked Harle. Absolutely.
Okay, I picked the world as well.
Okay.
In this case. So, good job.
Harle says merci, even if it's a lie.
The 3 responses are, oh, merci, which means thank you in French, even if it is a lie. I think that is when you pick her.
Yeah.
The world, if you pick the world, she says tisk, tisk, tisk. And if you pick I don't know, she says, that is exactly what I thought Monsieur Lynx would say. You pick I don't know. So, sure.
So this question, if you had to choose between the world or one person, did you ever finish Life is Strange?
No, I played it, but I didn't finish it.
That's the question you get at the end of the game.
Oh, okay. Cool. Play that game, I guess, if it's good. I got kind of derailed because I had to like find cans in a junkyard and I got annoyed.
Yeah, there's some adventure gamey stuff in the early episodes. Yeah. Worth it, though.
So now it's time for us to leave.
Yes. To go side questing.
And in my case, Fargo and Riddell are seeing us off.
Oh, yeah. There's some harsh waves. We're on what appears to be Corcha's boat as Fargo calls us sea dogs and tells us to go find ourselves. Mm-hmm. Riddell wishes us well, too. We sell off. This appears to be a flashback before we even left for the Dead Sea, in my opinion.
Or
like this is what Harle was contemplating before she went to the Dead Sea. Or it could be afterward. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's weird. So then we get the scene with Harle at the front of the boat?
Yes, on the same side of the ship that Lynx was leaning over moments ago.
Yes.
The musing space, if you will.
Yes, indeed. The thinking bridge.
Thinking bridge, nice. She's asking, why must I have to tell him such things? You were such an idiot, Harle.
Then Starkey shows up?
Was it Starkey for you too?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It was Starkey for me as well. I was wondering if it was because Starkey was in my party or if it just picked Starkey here.
No, I checked into this, and Starkey is the only character that can appear here. So if you don't have Starkey...
I was going to say, what if you don't have Starkey?
You don't see the scene.
Okay.
I think actually... So maybe you did pick the world here. Well, at least according to the FAQ that we're following, the Shotgun Nova FAQ, you only get the scene... It says the scene is dependent on what you choose. So I'm not sure what the choices are. But I guess if we chose the world, that would give Harle a reason to be sad right here. So perhaps that's the case. So, yes.
So Starkey comes up and asks Harle why she has fluid coming out of her eyes.
Yes.
She acknowledges Starkey, then says it's nothing and not to worry about it, which is... What fiction am I thinking of where somebody asks someone else why... Oh, Terminator. Why do you cry?
Yeah.
Right? Starkey says something is different, and Starkey can tell. Harle's makeup doesn't look the same today.
Nope.
Starkey asks Harle why Harle is lying to him. Harle turns around and says, "D'accord," which is French. Chris, what does that mean?
I think it's a
fake net. What does that mean?
Initializing fake net. D'accord. Translates to okay.
Honda Accord.
Yes.
She says, okay, I can't fool you. She then tells Starkey they are called tears. It flows from your eyes naturally when you are sad and when you are hurt.
Eric, what are your favorite tears?
Of the Sun? Bruce Willis movie? Christian Bale movie?
I was going to say Tears of the Stars, Hearts of the People.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so go ahead.
Right, we're going to play that now.
Okay. That would go well here.
Yeah. Starkey concludes water comes from your eyes when you are sad. Starkey asks Harle if Harle is sad so she can wash her face with a tear. Chris, what age were you when you stopped crying when things hurt physically? Like when someone punched you real hard?
Oh, fuck.
Like when you made that transition that this isn't something that's necessary anymore?
I think that happens, at least for me, it happens like somewhere around puberty maybe.
Yeah, around then when your friend at lunch hits you and you want to cry but then don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Harle sighs and then tells Starkey to go to sleep. She makes him promise not to tell anyone she was crying. And this is right after Starkey asked Harle if she could wash her face with a tear if she got really sad.
Yeah.
Which I love Starkey. I want a whole game about Starkey learning about human shit.
Yeah, that'd be a
like
great
this.
game. Yeah.
So after she makes him promise, Starkey promises. He also asks the important question, which is why is Harle sad? Harle acknowledges since they're close, but she's not going to tell Starkey that.
No.
I don't know that they're close either, because as far as I know, this is the first time they've talked.
Yeah.
Starkey will find out eventually when the time comes. Every problem has a solution, she hopes.
Yeah. I have this in my head that like when the Square executives saw this scene for the first time, that was the moment in which they decided that Masato Kato would never direct another game.
Yeah. The space aliens talking to the clown on the boat in the middle of the day.
Even though I love it. I mean,
oh yeah, I love it. This is beautiful.
We like stuff like this in this podcast
Yeah.
Generally, but it does feel odd, especially given the fact that like there's a good chance that you don't have Starkey yet.
You're right. This is totally optional.
I don't think you ever have to get Starkey. I could be wrong about that.
I don't think so. I just this is the moment when some executive decided there would never be another Chrono game after this.
I really do think that the way this game came together influenced that in a big way.
This was this was the moment that it turned, and they just said, "Okay, finish it. You're not getting any more money.
Yeah,
just
this is
get the hell out of my
approximately
office."
this is approximately when Tetsuya Nomura began to grow wings, and everything changed for
Became
Square.
the preferred child.
Because I don't think he worked on this game. Okay, he didn't.
So the first place we went to next is a Viper Manor. This is optional.
Yes, you can only get in if you have Norse, though, right?
Right. The guy at the front gate says he has orders not to let anyone through, but he thinks they will be withdrawing soon, the poor soldiers.
Yes.
The other guy says he hasn't received any official word, but there appears to be some trouble inside.
Mm-hmm.
If Norris is in your party, we get all this information, and then the guard says, "Norris, when did you get out?" And the gate opens and they let us through. Get out of what, Chris? Is he still in the parlor?
He is.
God.
So did you go to the parlor next?
The guy says, "All is well, sir." Eventually, yes, I went to the parlor. Norris is here by himself, still standing near the bed, staring at the wall.
Of course he is.
If you talk to him, he says, "Please take this, Norris. I no longer need it." If you talk to Norris as Norris.
Yes, it's Top Shot.
Yes, his level 7 tech.
Yes. He tells us that they will be withdrawing from here and heading back to the mainland. So I guess that concludes Norris.
He salutes us, and then he says he must be off.
Yes.
Man, I thought he was going to give it to me because he realized he was a huge loser and was quitting the imperialist police. But it's just because he's leaving the island.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
So the next place I went to was the snake storage room.
The Viper part, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing that we have been waiting to solve for a while.
Yeah. You can go in here and you can't. You now have access to a switch, right?
Yes. It's a switch in the back, and you touch it, and it's the sound of metal hitting stone. I pushed the snake statue into the slot by the other snake statue to complete this Resident Evil 1-ass puzzle.
Yeah, if you remember way back when we first came here, if you did this, you got in the other room and there was like a bunch of steam
Yeah.
coming, like, guarding these treasure chests. But now we can get in there and...
Yeah, this leads to a treasure room with 2 more snake statues and 2 treasure chests.
Yes.
I walk up to them and was doused with bug spray or venom or something from the nearby snake ceiling decorations. I go back and push the switch again because I'm an idiot.
Oh, okay, good.
The chest inside has what?
It has a rainbow shell
Mm-hmm.
and Viper... Is it Viper's venom?
Viper's venom.
Yeah, this is a weapon for General Viper.
Only General Viper.
Yes, have you seen this thing?
No, is it cool?
It's very impractical because it's like a straight sword, but the very top, the sword curves back down towards the hilt in like a half arc, back towards the hilt of the sword, and it's very huge and very awkward. And I have no idea how you would fight with this thing, but I did end up using this in I did end up using Viper for a little bit. So
probably great for cosplay.
Yeah. Has anybody ever cosplayed General Viper?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. I don't know about that. retrogradeamnesiapodcast@gmail.com. Thank you.
Just gonna not let FakeNet figure that out for you? Describe a JPEG URL?
I mean, I don't have to press the button to call the FakeNet.
FakeNet, what's the entire URL?
Initializing FakeNet. I actually couldn't find any, but if you want a magnificent Chrono Cross cosplay group shot from 2009 or before, try https://www.deviantart.com/art/chrono-cross-cosplay-group-159664486.
Thank you. Okay, so next I went to the lab. Cyborg Grobik is in here.
Oh, yeah.
He says the lab puts him at ease.
Me too, I guess.
Luca doesn't, I don't think she changes anything.
Lucia.
Yeah, you're right.
You said Luca.
Luca's not here.
No, she's dead.
The barracks are all empty except for the sleeping dragoon. He says, come back soon, everyone, and asleep. The library, I went back up there next. What's up with where's the huge crash chandelier, Chris?
It's not there.
Somebody must have cleaned all this shit up.
Yeah. What's going on here?
The Prophet of Time says the poor soldiers are withdrawing. He also says I cannot continue in this form forever and suggests returning to Fort Dragonia where all of this happened. I may be able to regain my true form there. Is that true?
Well, we know that it has something to do with the dragon tier, and we have the tier of hate. But I think we'd have to like reforge that or something. I really don't know.
I don't remember. I do like the way he suggested how we can't stay in this body forever, like it's going to decay our soul or something eventually. Like there's a time limit.
There's a rejection period. Okay.
Next is, dude, how stupid of a design is this throne elevator? I hate this thing. Imagine basic workers being annoyed at this opulent engineering monstrosity.
Yeah. Anything going upstairs?
I bring Riddell, or I go to Riddell's room.
Oh.
And I bring Riddell into her room. The maid is glad to see that she is safe.
Okay.
Then I go to Viper's office.
Yeah.
I bring Viper to Viper's office, hoping he'll let me in the back room.
Nope.
He doesn't. Nothing happens. Go to the balcony. Neo Fio is still talking about ragweed.
Yes.
Then I'll go to that one door in that main hall that's no longer being guarded by that piece of shit mech.
Yeah. This takes you to the weirdest place in this manor. You go across the same kind of bridge you go across to the library, right?
It is a mirrored version of the balcony bridge on the other side.
Yeah. Exactly mirrored?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So then you go into the tower and this is like more snake pushing puzzles, right?
Yeah, it's a circular room with 4 snake statues. And when you know it, 4 holes in the ground for all 4 snake statues. There's an illuminated manuscript in the room that says, respect my behind.
Yeah. Weird.
Couldn't think of a good tweet for that one.
Yes. No. It's hard.
So I push all 4 snake statues into the holes. This completes the challenge and lifts the treasure chest into the console in the center of the room. Great puzzle, Chrono Cross.
Yes. Except
I tried to open it and fall through the fucking floor.
Yeah, me too.
Into the same jail as last time. I didn't respect it from behind.
No, you didn't. Oh, that's what that means. So then you go do it.
So I had to go back up and have to do the puzzle all over again. Good one, Chrono Cross.
Thanks.
I actually think that's a good one.
Yes.
So when you open this thing, what's inside?
There's a letter. It says...
The screen turns green.
Yeah, for some goddamn reason. It says, there's a good reason why we borrowed the contents. If you want it back, come to the Isle of the Damned and bring Sir Karsh. Signed, Salt and Pepper.
Oh my God.
I had Karsh with me here.
Yeah.
And he goes, damn, what are those idiots up to?
The only person who respects him, they've now betrayed.
Yeah, so side quest, right?
Coming up
soon.
So something funny happened when I tried to leave is I had put Riddell and Viper in my party. So I tried to go back out the front door. And when I tried to leave to get the gates open, the soldiers reverted to old program and won't open the goddamn gate because I'm not Norris.
Oh.
So I can't go back inside the mansion because I'm not Norris. What do I do, Chris?
Do you have to go in the bluffs or something?
I had to go to the stables where there's a save point.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny. The guy at the front door tell me that Norris's superior officer has been sent back to the mainland, and he says, quote, "I'm glad we got that jerk out of here."
Oh.
So did we find out who the superior officer was, or are they just talking about Norris?
I think they're just talking about Norris, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny that there's somehow dialogue if you get in there, sub Norris out, and speak to them about Norris.
Next time we're going to go to the Isle of the Damned. Is that true?
Yes, we're going to explore the SS Invincible.
Yes, I'll do that before the next episode, I guess.
There's not a whole bunch there, but there's some interesting theories.
Let's consult the RealNet, Eric.
All right.
Initializing RealNet.
Alter Impulse tells us what we can do with that patch with the ice breath. Do you know?
I know, yeah.
Oh, it's where you can get a character.
Right. Well, I was getting some more vegetables on our team.
Alter Impulse posted a picture of that character, and we'll just go ahead and say it now. It's Turnip.
It's Turnip.
And SSD Ninja says, "Oh my God, is that Diddy Kong with some kind of horror mask?" Which is an apt description of Turnip, I think.
He would be a character in Diddy Kong Racing, sure.
Yeah, he would be.
With Tip Tup? Big Tip Tup fan here.
Tip Tup.
Who'd you play as in Diddy Kong, Chris?
I didn't play a lot of Diddy Kong Racing. That's an N64 game, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I never played it.
I think it was also on DS, maybe, after
Yeah.
Microsoft owned the property, which is fucked up.
Yeah,
that game was cool because you could be caught. It was like planes, hovercrafts, and cars, sometimes all simultaneously. Poor level design.
There will never be another Diddy Kong Racing or F-Zero or anything because everything is just in Mario Kart 8.
Makes too much money.
Yeah. SSD Ninja says that fortune sounds a lot like something from the Oracle of Delphi. Like a great nation will fall when a general asks if he should go to war and he loses. Oh, the Viper one. Yeah. Anonymore says, I didn't really think she was 9 either in relation to Marcy. Anonymore says, I think it's fair to be confused regarding Marcy. I mean, you aren't the first person to employ her. Yeah, she already has a job. So
yeah.
Does that make things different?
No, Chris, it doesn't. We shouldn't employ children.
Is she been injected with the serum or something? Didn't we get some lore on that?
I think she's exceptionally talented.
And didn't Lucia do something to her?
It's possible.
Yeah, I think we got some lore on that.
I think Lucia has done something to everyone there.
Yeah, that's true.
Mako energy.
Alter Impulse says, Lucia is Corellian, LMAO. Anonymous says Lucia treats everyone like an experiment. Yeah, she turned her brother into a fucking Grobic.
I'm sure that he was in on that too.
We'll find out. Or no, we won't. We won't find out.
What was the movie? Wasn't there a movie where they made Dolph Lundgren a cyborg? Universal Soldier? Or was that Kurt Russell? I think he was in the sequel, maybe? Fake Net is Dolph Lundgren in a cyborg person movie.
Initializing Fake Net. You're thinking of Universal Soldier, which had Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van fucking Damme. They were not cyborgs, but that did have future tech military gear.
Okay, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. We're going to Isle of the Damned, which this next part's pretty good, so I like it. Outtakes are coming right up. This episode has been a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on November 23rd, 2020. Thank you, Mark
Shepard,
for the intro track.
You're welcome, Chris.
Find us on Twitter at Retro Amnesia Pod. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcast. And tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell somebody about us. Until next time, Eric.
Yes, who will kill God?
Patreon.com/RetroAM. Now you may go back to sleep.
I beat 13 Sentinels today.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I've had it for like 3 or 4 months and it's been great.
Okay,
why are we still talking?
I don't know.
Okay, save the podcast. Good night, everybody. And then she says Harley. No. But Harley said...
Are these Pokemon?
his
words.
Viper says he's cool with that. He won't run from Fargo and they'll... Fargo? Viper said...
Oh,
Viper...
boy.
Yeah, who knows? Okay, so then
Marcy then runs up and says, I hope that's okay with you, Serge.
Yeah.
Nope. Anyway, Harley signs. I will fuck you up at Typing of the Dead. You have no idea. I beat my mom at that game.
Great. Eric.
The person who taught me to type, Chris. I'm the king now.
Only a master of evil. SSD just says, bruh. Eric about to get clapped up. Better dust off that L key.
They're in cardboard Dreamcast keyboard boxes. There's no dust on them. I reject your insult.
Yeah. Then the stuffed animal comes to life and says it's Choo Choo. Now we have met Choo Choo.
Yes!
Yeah.
She says I'm Choo Choo.
Damn! What are those idiots up to? Damn! Stop it. Stop doing this.